right in your head.
What's going on, YouTube? It's T Movies here, and this is my brother CJ Lopez.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy CJ Lopez, and welcome back to our brand new live stream video.
Now, here is, of course, my opening / streaming segment, where of course, I talk about the films and shows that are premiering this week, whether it be at Deers, streaming, etc. And I decided to have a little guest here, so why not?
Oh, we doing predictions?
Oh no, we'll just talk about like the stuff that's coming out.
I thought we were predicting.
Well, now the first major big wide release coming out this week, we got Cocaine Bear. Oh man,
But I know there'll be people smoking weed trying to get their dogs high or some shit like that, stuff like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to get him demonetized, but the fact that they went out of their way and literally made a movie about a bear snorting coke.
I mean, this looks pretty fun, and of course, this is actually based on a true story, so
that it looks like pretty something, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
looks like we got pretty messed up minds out here in Hollywood.
Now, if you guys don't know much about the story here, it's about like after this, a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of white stuff and embark on a drug-fueled rampage. An eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers assemble in a Georgia forest. I love movies where animals attack. Something about that always fascinates me.
He's weird like that.
Whether it's like a shark, whether it's or whether it's like dogs. I mean, something about these type of stories always like go all the way back to the birds. So I'm
Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws is a great one. Or going back to the Killer Ant movie, Dumb.
Or Anaconda.
That's a good one. I just love these type of stuff. And you, of course, got a great cast. You got Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in this.
I think he's going to do so good in it.
Oh, yeah. Sadly, this is the one of the final films of actor Ray Liotta, so I'm definitely looking forward to see him in this. So I'm really intrigued to check this one out.
This is going to be a good one here.
All right, now also out this week, we got the Christian film Jesus Revolution. Now, this is from the same people who gave us stuff like lots of faith-based movies over the years. And it stars like Kelsey Grammer, Jim Gaffigan's in this. And here's what this is about. In the 1970s, Greg Laurie and a sea of young people descend on a sunny southern California to redefine truth through all means of liberation. Inadvertently, Laurie meets a charismatic street preacher and pastor who opens the doors to a church to a stream of wandering youth. What unfolds is a countercultural movement that becomes the greatest spiritual awakening in American history. Now, I admit, the trailer for this has not done anything for me. I mean, I don't mind Christian movies. I don't mind the God's Not Dead films or anything like that. Obviously, going way back to Ben-Hur is a great one. But something about this.
I don't know if that witch hunter movie, not the one with Vin Diesel, the other one was the guy who played as Ghost Rider, and
wait, this is a Christian film, like a religious flick.
Yeah, no, like, do you remember that old movie
where
the dude played as an old wizard and he had a ring, and then they met the guy that's Andrew something, the other Spider-Man. He was on the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
I think about the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah. Well, the guy who plays the teacher in Sorcerer's Apprentice did a witch movie. And I don't know, and that one kept talking about God and the Abbey and all of that. So I guess that's a religious.
Yeah,
movie.
this
I thought that's pretty good. Man, that was a long explanation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This doesn't look all that great, but maybe I'll give it a go. Who knows? I mean, I'll probably watch on Sunday because, hey, perfect time to watch these movies on Sunday. So,
I like The Nun. Is that technically Christian?
That's a terrible one.
Bro, I don't know. Was Jesus sentence religious or not, bro?
No, it's like movies that talk about like all about God and all, which I don't mind. You know, obviously going way back to
Drink
Ben Hur
responsibly.
or the Ten Commandments are great ones, but lately the faith-based movies just hasn't been all that great. But maybe this could be good. Who knows? All right. We also got an animated film called Mummies. Now, three ancient mummies end up in present-day London and embark on a journey in search of an old ring belonging to the royal family, stolen by the ambitious archaeologist Lord Carnaby. And no, this has nothing to do with the Brendan Fraser mummy films. Now, the trailer for
Are you
this,
sure about that?
I'm sure it's fully animated too, but you also got really cool voice cast too. You got like Hugh Bonneville for all you Downton Abbey fans. Sean Bean, which I wonder if his character dies in this because he always plays a character who gets killed. Yeah,
That's a horrible thing.
It's true. I love him, but yeah, I mean,
but that's a horrible thing to be known for.
Yeah.
We know he's dying. Like,
I don't know. This could be interesting. I mean, it definitely looks like pretty cute for on the family. So, I mean, this is a new anime film from the UK, which I think could be interesting too. So, could be interesting.
Intriguing is definitely the word.
All right, now on Netflix, we got a film called We Have a Ghost. Now,
this is why I tell you we weren't getting no Ouija board. I ain't messing with no damn ghost.
Yeah, this is actually directed by Christopher Landon, who's directed the Happy Death Day movies, the movie Freaky. He's done some really, really cool stuff over the years.
So there's a guy who did a movie about Freaky and is now making one about Ghost. People, this ain't a movie, it's a cry for help. He's telling you he needs to see a psychiatrist.
No, Freaky is pretty much like Friday the 13th meets Freaky Friday. Or
no matter what, it's like he has freaks.
Yeah, but anyway, here's what this is about. The discovery that their home is haunted by a ghost named Ernest makes Kevin's family a social media sensation. But when Kevin and Ernest get to the bottom of the mystery of Ernest's past, they become targets of the CIA. Now, you got some good cast members here. You got Anthony Mackie from Falcon Winter Soldier fame, David Harbour from Black Widow fame, Jennifer Coolidge, who I love on stuff like White Lotus and Two Broke Girls. She's always terrific.
My boy, the minute you say there are some people who probably don't know who you're talking about, and I am one of them.
Yeah, of course.
You just calling out actors and actresses like.
Well, one of them, of course,
common knowledge.
One of them, of course, plays Falcon in the MCU. The other one was was in Black Widow and Hellboy. I love David Harbour. I mean, whether it's like Stranger Things or whether you're talking about Violent Night, where he plays Santa Claus. I'm actually intrigued to check out. It definitely looks like a fun family film. So it could be a train.
Is it as fun as The Pacifier?
Nah, not really. Anyway, also on Netflix, we got something called The Strays. A light, not to be confused with the upcoming R-rated dog movie, by the way. This has nothing to do with that.
Bro, I can't believe they're doing dog like that. First Winnie the Pooh.
Dog.
And now, I thought you said dog.
There's a movie coming out this summer called Strays, which is an R-rated comedy about talking dogs.
Are they smoking weed?
Something like
I knew it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every time there's a movie about talking animals, somebody is high somewhere. Like, look down the list. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. That was a Mexican dog. So whoever did that whole script was drunk. Then what was it? Kangaroo Jack. That I don't care what y'all say. That kangaroo was Australian. Was a black guy and a stoner white dude. They were fucked up when they did that one. So every movie that has and fucking Ted, he's not even an actual animal. And this whole thing is smoking. Like every time they do
it's from the same. That's actually from the same studio, by
the way. That, bro, what I want to tell you, bro. Like the only time somebody makes a movie like this or about it, the animals are smoking, or the person who's making it smoking, or both.
All right, now back to this. This is a new Netflix horror film about light-skinned black woman's mercilessly crafted life is privilege starts to unravel when two strangers show up in her quaint suburban town. So I'm getting a bit of a strangest vibe here just from the trailer. It looks creepy though. What do you think about the sound of it?
That sounds like Silent Hill.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm always like Netflix has done pretty good with their horror genre, so maybe this could be good. All right. We also on Hulu we got something called Bruiser. About 14-year-old Darius explores the boundaries of his manhood with Malcolm, his strict but loving father, and Porter, a charismatic drifter. When Darius learns Porter's true identity, he is thrust into a conflict between the two men. Now, this actually stars Jalen Hall, who recently played Emmett Till in the movie Till. Recent. You also got the guy from Moonlight's in this. This is pretty much a movie about father son story. I'm getting a bit of a Moonlight vibe. Not saying that because one of the stars of Moonlight is.
I get an Are We There Yet vibe.
No, this is more dramatic. But it
Are we done getting made Shakespeare?
No. It's more like it's more just a regular dramatic based film about about father son connection between each other, and it.
So let me guess, they're gonna have that old Disney music playing in it every time.
Well, I guess
just to set the mood and make you feel sad.
Technically, I guess you could call it Disney since Hulu is owned by Disney, but still.
I'm calling these right the whole way.
Yeah,
I have not missed one.
Now, also out this week, we got Die Hard the movie, which I thought this was like a new thing.
I'm not gonna lie, sitting like this is not comfortable. These stairs are not.
Now, I actually thought this was a new thing, but if you guys remember, like back in 2020, they did like the streaming platform that didn't last long called QB, where it was like only a few seconds, like where the show was just like a few seconds and everything.
Yeah.
And one of those shows was this Kevin Hart show that I really enjoyed called Die Hard, where Kevin Hart plays it's where like Kevin Hart plays a fictionalized version of himself who wants to get out of the comedy, being like the slapstick humor guy, and so he goes to like this school and tries to get his hand at becoming like an bona fide action star, and his teacher is played by John Travolta. Looks like they actually separated that into like a feature, instead of like putting it down one. But this is actually coming to Prime Video, which Die Hard is that show. Die Hard was awesome. So
I'm sorry, bro. You keep saying Die Hard. I think of Bruce Willis.
No, this is actually Die Hard, like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I know.
Like all I hear is Die Hard, and I just jump straight to Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Get well, Bruce Willis. I have a long recovery right there.
Yeah, sorry about what happened.
But as for Die Hard, I'm really intrigued to see this. I mean, I'm guessing like another season is supposed to have like John Cena in it, so that could be cool. But
him and The Rock are in everything now, man. They're just trying hard.
Yeah, I don't mind John Cena. He's always really cool. All right. We also got some drama film called from Australia called Blueback, about after being Frank, a wild blue groper. Abby uses her activist's mom as inspiration to battle against poachers who drain the fish. So I'm getting a bit of a Free Willy vibe here. Now you also got Eric Bana, who's always great. So could be interesting, I guess. I do love true story movies like inspiration films, whether it's the '90s classics like Babe or Free Willy. So this could be interesting. What do you think, Carlos?
I get a Sea Dragon vibe from this.
I guess so.
The movie Sea Dragon, where they had the little fucking dragon shit and it gets real fucking big.
Yeah.
I get that kind of vibe.
All right, we also got a horror film called Bunker. Trapped in the bunker during World War I, a group of soldiers faces an ongoing presence that slowly turns them against one another. As paranoia and fear grows among them, the men experience the true hell of war. And I saw the trailer for this. This looks creepy. I mean, You don't
I
really,
get a very Medal of Honor feel to it.
yeah, you don't really see many horror movies that takes place during the war, and
Yeah.
this could be a trend.
Now this is literally, and I'm not going to compare a game to a movie. I'm just going to keep it 2 games. This right here is Silent Hill met Zombie Army.
Yeah, but it could be intriguing. I mean, this is more like a low budget based horror film, so it could be cool. All right. We also got something called "Who Are the People." Here's what this is about. After a botched attempt to seduce her English teacher, this high schooler named Alex runs away from boarding school to seek out her biological father. Now the cast looks really intriguing. You got Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss fame, Devin Sawa, who I loved in the Chucky series. So you got some really cool cast members in this. So could be intriguing, I guess. What do you think about the sound of it?
I just had it in my head. Hold on, I'm trying to remember it. Oh, what was that movie about? That old movie where the boy had intimate relationship with his teacher?
Oh, I think That's My Boy.
Yeah. Now, what is this movie about?
Pretty much it's about a teenager who tries to seduce her English teacher.
Huh.
It has nothing to do with that, but
Bruh, you got a boy getting seduced by his English teacher, and them two get it on and stuff like that. Then you got another one where a young girl is seducing.
yeah, I mean,
Bro, you see the connection, do you?
yeah.
Bro, somebody spread that rumor.
Anywho, we also got a thriller called Ambush, which stars Aaron Eckhart from Dark Knight fame and Jonathan Rhys Meyers from Vikings fame, who stars in this tense, gritty and action-packed Vietnam War epic. When a small outpost is ambushed, a U.S. Army squad must take on the battle below ground on a high-stakes mission in a new type of warfare, the likes of which they never are seen. So, I did, yeah, I saw the preview for this. This just looks like those not so great home to video based movies, So, yeah, I mean, what the heck is Aaron Eckhart doing here? I mean, come on, man, you did stuff like Dark Knight. Thank You for Smoking. Now, come on, man, you're better than this. But I don't know, could be cool, I guess.
That's horrible.
Hey,
you just called him out.
Hey, people need to read, I guess, but it's true, but people need the money, so why not?
Next.
Anywho. Alright, we also got something called Linoleum, which stars Jim Gaffigan, who's a really funny comic right there. And Carmen Edwin, the host of a failing TV science show for our children, has always had inspiration of being an astronaut. When a mysterious satellite Conan initially falls from space and lands in his backyard, his midlife crisis manifests into a plan to rebuild the machine into a rocket. A surreal event starts to unfold around him. He slowly realizes that there is more to his life story than he once thought. Now you also got for you Better Call Saul fans, you got Rhea Seehorn's also in this. So you got some cool cast members. It does a good string.
Hold on, real quick. Anybody who's watching me just sit right here, banging my head and singing a song, our neighbor on the first floor right here behind us is playing music in her room, and you can hear it. See?
Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay, we could quit that now. But anyway,
all right, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want copyright.
Yeah, but anywho, this could be interesting. I mean, Jim Gaffigan, he is a really funny comic, so seeing him do more dramatic stuff is intriguing to see. So could be interesting. All right, we also got a film from Ireland called The Quiet Girl, about a 9-year-old girl from a dysfunctional family goes to live with distant relatives for the summer. Living with a middle-aged farm couple, she discovers a new way of living. Now this actually just scored an Oscar nomination for Best International Feature. So I don't know if it's actually going to win because I'm pretty sure that's going to go to All the Quiet on the Western Front. But I haven't seen this, but I just saw the previews and it looks really decent. What do you think of the sound of it? Carlos?
I don't want to hear somebody.
Anyway, what do you?
That sounds good.
It could be interesting. I always love a good coming of age story, and this could be interesting. All right.
Oh, that's coming from the bar.
Anyway, we also got a film called God's Time about two best friends who race against time to stop the woman they're both in love with from I kid you not, from committing murder. I cannot make this stuff up, man. Carlos, what do you think about this? About that?
Obviously, I'm laughing, but I think that tells you what I think enough.
Oh, that sounds like a weird premise, but I really thought it said from committing suicide, but it's actually committing murder. So, yeah, that shows how much this sounds like on that movie. This Means War, but if they were like trying to stop Reese Witherspoon from killing instead. So, I don't know. Could be a train.
All right. That is from the bar.
Yep. Okay, now that's all the films coming out. Here are some of the shows that are set to premiere. On Netflix, we got Murdaugh Murders, A Southern Scandal, which this is like a true crime doc series on Netflix, where the Murdaughs are a prominent family in South Carolina until a fating boat accident begins to unraveling their legacy. Maggie Murdaugh and son Paul are later found murdered, bring a light to a century of corruption, power, and cover-ups. Man, I this is like Netflix is really great with these like true crime stories, whether it's like a narrative series like the Jeffrey Dahmer series, or whether it's these true crime docu-series like the Tindler Swindle. So I'm intrigued to check this one out. What do you think of the sound of that?
Sounds like it can have real potential to be a real good show.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy.
Then again, though, Hulu's been throwing out some heavy hitters.
This is Netflix. Yeah, so
could be train. I meant to say, I'm thinking Hulu because I got Hulu, and they have been throwing out real good stuff. But Netflix, being the ones who started it, I feel like they're trying to stay on top of it. But it's been working for them. They have been throwing out real good, successful hitters.
Anyway, also out this week, we got Outer Banks Season 3, which I did try watch Outer Banks on Netflix. I'm not really too good. I mean, I know there are lots of people, who enjoy it and everything, and that's cool, but I couldn't get it try. I mean, I know it has a girl who was just in the Knives Out sequel, which I thought she was good in that. But, yeah, I mean, they were renewed for Season 4, which I guess is cool, but, yeah, I'm not too big with that. Have you ever heard of Outer Banks?
No, but for some reason, the minute you said that, I automatically thought of Agent Cody Banks.
That would be cool, actually. Anyway, we also got Season 2 of Bel-Air. Now, if you know what Bel-Air is...
Will Smith in it, I'm going to be laughing.
No, this is pretty much like a dramatic reboot of Fresh Prince, with this kid named Jabari Banks playing the role of Will Smith. No. Which, by the way, this show is... I remember when they first announced that they were going to do a dramatic take on it. I'm like, really? That would be like do a dramatic take on Family Matters, which, of course, I believe they actually poked fun at that on SNL one time, which was hilarious.
I know, like, something like this gives a good, what's it called?
Now, I know Will Smith.
Maybe a part 1 and 2 to it. I can't think of it.
Now, I know Will Smith is still a producer on this, so
Full House and Fuller House.
Yeah, Full House or Fuller House, except this is a dramatic version.
Yeah, like that would be just like that.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine what drama version of Full House would be? Of course,
I can't picture Fresh Prince being drama though. That does almost like trying to turn Family Guy drama.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think the show is much better than it had any intention of being. Like the guy who plays Phil Banks, obviously he ain't no James Avery, but he's terrific. Some of the other cast members are great. So. It's not a bad.
I'm gonna tell you now. The minute you say Carson, I'm walking up these stairs. You know Will Smith's cousin in the Fresh Prince show.
Oh.
If you say this dude is that, I'm walking up these stairs.
Wow.
The guy you just said.
Oh no, Uncle Phil Banks is the uncle.
Yeah. What was the uncle name in the Fresh Prince?
The actor's name?
No, the character name.
Phil.
Yeah. Okay. So Phil Banks, Uncle Phil.
Yeah, and of course we got Carlton, who I think the dude playing Carlton is not bad though.
The cousin Carlton, they're literally taking Fresh Prince Bel-Air names.
Yep.
I can guess what the mother's name is.
They're pretty much the same name. But yeah, I mean, pretty much they made Carlton chill a little bit. Like the first season, they made him into a little bit of a douchebag. But from what I've seen from the new season, he looks like
the Fresh Prince. That's what he was. He was a douchebag.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how the season 2 shapes up. I mean, it's cool that they still got Will Smith is still involved in that. So that's looks like it looks like the slap at the Oscars did not really fully hurt his career here, but yeah. Here we go, guys.
There were so many people said that it wasn't Will Smith's fault because his wife. He was laughing at it until he saw his wife. Like, and I agree with that. Like, he was laughing at it. He thought Chris Rock was funny, and the minute she said that, she looked at it. She was probably like, he was like, oh fuck. What, you gonna talk to me like that? Go fuck him up. Smack that motherfucker. Really?
Yeah, but Will Smith did the most idiot. I swear.
I can't believe he actually went up to him and wow.
Literally just physically assault someone. Like, I'm really glad that the Oscars now are going to actually take more precautions.
I heard they're taking away the Oscars.
Oh, we'll see there. But anyway,
I'm trying to get comfortable, guys.
All right, now on Prime Video, we got The Consultant, which stars Christoph Waltz. And here's what this is about. When a new consultant reaches payoff, is hired to improve the business of the app-based gaming company Compware. Employees experiences new demands and challenges that put everything into question, including their lives. The preview for this looks intriguing. I mean, I'm getting a bit of a feeling of that movie, The Menu, that just got released last year. I'm definitely, except with food stuff, it's like an app thing. So this looks really intriguing. What do you think it's out of that? Yeah, come on. You got Christoph Waltz playing a villain. Like, we have not seen that before. Django Unchained, Inglourious Basterds. He's great when it comes to playing bad guys. And last but not least, this one, as a Pokemon fan, will probably pain say. Out this week, we of course got Ash Ketchum's final journey in Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series. Carlos, what do you think about his and Pikachu's final journey?
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and of course, coming.
Tom, is somebody knocking on the door?
Hold on, guys. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you see how his final. Time for that. Anyway,
I thought you said that thing doesn't work.
For theirs. Anywho, as I was saying, so yeah, pretty much Ash and Pikachu's final journey is going to be this week, which is still disappointing to see, but hey.
It was kind of coming. I just don't like how they're doing it. I feel like after X, Y, and Z watching them, because like we started for the original series when he was actually a kid, and we saw him grow up.
When he's still a kid, because somehow he's still
10 years old, right? But no matter what his age stayed the same, his character did, and they kept aging him all the way up to X, Y, and Z. After that, they just smacked him down into journeys and made him look like a fucking kid again. Like, I didn't like that. Like, they should have just kept bringing up, like, finally catch his age up to him, and like let's see him as like an actual different character grown up, and then introducing the new cast from Journey and making Ash actual, and was him being like finally the master and something like the
Yeah,
Pokemon
but it's gonna be
master.
interesting what like a Pokemon series without Ash. Like it's really even hard to see. Like you could obviously do that with stuff like
Technically, they had to because they had to reboot it somehow.
yeah. I mean, I guess you
Because
could
they
do
were
stuff with
losing a
stuff
lot
like
of people were losing interest after they changed.
I don't know. I guess it would be like doing Dragon Ball without Goku or something like that. You know.
Vegeta.
So, uh-huh. Yeah, but hey, maybe these new characters will do. It's just also gonna be disappointing that we might not see Team Rocket anymore. You know, because what like
Yeah, the only reason why Team Rocket was still a thing going to every region is because of Ash.
Yeah, I mean,
which I'm pretty sure they weren't even Team Rocket no more because we eventually saw them not. I don't know. I think after the Unova region, technically they weren't actually Team Rocket.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this thing shapes up, but it should be interesting. And of course, Netflix is still pretty much property to do literally a live action Pokemon film. I mean,
they've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, or a series, I should say. So I'm intrigued to see where they're gonna take this to. So watch away. But that's pretty much it there. Let me leave it to you guys. Which of these films or shows are you even interested in? Are you interested in White Power Bear? Are you interested in Ash's Final Journey, the song, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is C Movies.
The boy CJ.
Sign out.